Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Midlife Identity. Monica, your lifestyle coach. Today, we'll talk about cleaning the cobwebs. How often do you clean the cobwebs in your house? Weekly or maybe quarterly, every 2 weeks? You look up into the ceiling, you look at the corner of the walls, and there you take the broom and zoom you go to clean it. You can't tolerate even one bit of that cobweb on your ceilings or on your wall or in any of the corners. Physically, we see them, and that's the goal of our life. Come on, that has to be cleansed and removed. We just set it up as a goal for ourselves. How obsessed or particular we are about this. What does this signify? What does this mean? Why am I even speaking about cleaning of the cobwebs? We are not nearing Diwali or Christmas or spring cleaning that I'm talking about cleaning up the cobwebs. Today I'm talking about cleaning of the cobwebs. That is, it is about clearing our mind, clearing our thoughts, refreshing ourselves. Especially, when there's been a long period, when we've just been into a set pattern. So similarly, see, if you haven't cleaned your house, if you're going for a travel for a month, you come back, you find the house very dusty. You'll find, little spiders and cobwebs, and you just want to just clear it up because it's been a long time you've not attended to it. Similarly, cleaning up the cobwebs means metaphorically in our minds, it's clearing your minds. It's been a long time that you've not attended to certain problems, or you've not attended to self-reflection. You haven't done anything. There's a little mental tiredness happening. That is when we have to. So in practicality, the way we actually clean our homes or our houses, or whichever areas you see a cobweb, you see a spider, you see some dust, or whatever you see, how we keep cleaning it up. Similarly, we have to keep on attending to our mind as well, hence cleaning up of the cobwebs. So today I'll discuss it more in detail. I'm going to speak about why do I use this word cleaning of cobwebs? Why am I specifying on this? Our minds are all the time active. Though we are inactive in many ways, but our minds are active. Active in the sense we keep thinking, rethinking, ruminating about various situations. Someone has just told you something. It stays with you in your mind and you keep ruminating. It's stuck in some corner of your mind. Or if someone has spoken to you in a particular way, it's got stuck somewhere in some corner of your mind. Some behavior, some pattern, some, the way you react to the various situations around you, or, how someone has addressed you, some situation. Everything is stuck. Now, when this is all gets stuck in our minds, imagine the cobwebs. Ooh la la, we have great number of cobwebs. This has to be attended to. This has to be cleared. It has to be cleaned. So in midlife, especially, the cobwebs that are collected are much more because it's happened over a period of time. It is not something that has just newly developed. It is so many years of, you could say the cultural badgering, the environmental, the people around you, the friends around you, your relationships. It could be about your work, it could be your family, it could be everything, every area of your life has affected you in some way or the other, and then that has got stuck with you. Hence, you have a lot of it. So just visualize, in your head how many cobwebs are there. Just visualize. Take a moment, think, and just visualize the number of cobwebs. Don't you think you want to attend to it? Don't you think you need to clear it? clean it. You need to clear it, clean it for yourself, for a healthy lifestyle, for your well being. If you remember, I had spoken about existential well being. I'm an existential well being coach. So, everything I speak about is about your well being. What is well being? Well being is about how you feel, how you conduct yourself, how do you feel in a particular environment. Well being is different for everyone. So, this is about your mental well being, the cobwebs that has to be attended to. How would you attend to these cobwebs? First of all, find out, do you have cobwebs? Are you in denial? Many a times now, if I have to just speak to you and I say, come on, think, what are your cobwebs? Do you have? You say, no, I don't have. I don't think much. I don't think about anything too much. I don't give too much emphasis. It's okay. I just forgive. I forget. I move past on. That's generally, we all believe that. Think again. Do you really move past on? Or you actually delve and let it stick? Or you brush it under the carpet? So yes, please refer to my previous episode where I have spoken about brushing under the carpet. So either you do that. Imagine, what are we doing? We have dust and muck in the carpets and we have cobwebs in our heads. Oh my God, what are we doing of ourselves? We pure, beautiful energy beings are just being contaminated with all of this. And we're letting ourselves do it to ourselves. We need to address it. We need to look into it. And we actually need to get into action to move away from it. So what do you see? Why do you feel we have these cobwebs? What happens? And why are we embracing all of this to ourselves? Why don't we just shake off this mental fog and feel energized and alert? Don't you think you want to just shake off all of this cobweb? So whenever we do the cleaning, the spring cleaning, and we throw off so much of the clutter from home, and you get your cupboard is all neat, clean, tidy, and you've given away everything that you don't require, or even if you require, you thought you'll be a little generous today and just let me give this away. I know that's difficult, but whenever we do this, the satisfaction we get. So similarly, when we clean up our cobwebs, our mental state, our old ideas, our stale ideas, habits, we want to be alert, we want to be energized, we want to feel happy, lighter, more energetic. So we need to do this. We need to shake off all the mental fog. How would you do it? So I'll just give you 3 steps in which you can actually start. So the first thing, yes, accept the very fact that you do have cobwebs and understand, identify your cobwebs. Maybe you may not be able to identify all of them at once, but even if you identify 2 to 3 of them, it's a great start. Believe me, you're on track. It's a great start. So identify them in the first place, and then you just take these 3 to 4 steps which I will be speaking about. It's going to change your life for sure. First, self-reflection. Now, self-reflection is a very broad term. You have to narrow it down in many ways. So yes, if you want to take in some training or you want to be counseled for how do you take the steps to self-reflection, please do connect with me, DM, or you can email me, or you can DM, and I can help you take your self-reflection forward in a deep manner. For now, I would tell you about self-reflection. Yes, there are many steps to self-reflection, but for you to do it for yourself, for those, just to begin with, you just start thinking about your life. Of course, you will, when you sit down to think about your life, at the start, you can just go back till maybe yesterday, day before yesterday, or a week, or some existential blows good or bad, whichever. You can reach till there immediately because they have impacted you somewhere. So there you will reach very quickly. Wherever till you can reach, self reflect. Think, what happened? Why did it happen? How did you react? How did you feel? Did it match your value system? Did you react because it was not into your value system? Or you reacted because it was a trigger for you? And why did it trigger? What brought about that trigger? Evaluate it. So once you self-reflect, this will at least help you know yourself a little better. Know how you behave or react, or in any particular situation, where do you stand? What do you do? Do you just listen quietly? If someone has yelled at you or someone has spoken rudely to you, so you just listen quietly, or you want to double up the rudeness? What do you do? Self-reflection. This self-reflection will help you understand your own beliefs, your habits, your triggers, your thoughts, your routines, what you like, what you dislike. Of course, it won't just happen in one sitting. It's various, repeatedly you have to sit back, self-reflect, identify. Sometimes it can be very painful. Painful in the sense, you just wonder and you'll question, oh my God, am I really like this? Does this really happen to me? Do I actually react like this? What am I doing? And to face that also is not very easy. And painful about whether I'm strong enough or am a weakling, which is not bad to be a weak person, or it's not bad to be a strong person. It's not necessarily one has to be strong all the time. It's absolutely okay to be weak because that's you. Weak is just a word, just as strong is a word. It's very sad. Over the years, everybody's, put in weak as a very low term kind of, okay, you're very weak and things like that. So you're not up to the mark. Sorry, that's not the case. Please, that's what. Change the mindset. Cleaning your cobwebs also meaning changing your mindset, changing your thought patterns, changing your beliefs, adapting new beliefs, being relevant, going forward in life, taking the next move. So when you clean, you create space for all of this. As simple, if a thing is cluttered with cobwebs and so much of kachra pada hua hoga, and so much of dirt is there, it accumulates more dirt. How does that work? The moment you clean the glass and everything is free flowing. A clogged drain, correct? It's as much as a clogged drain. Or a chunni when you have tea and the whole chunni is full of tea leaves, and the tea doesn't pour. If it gets blocked, you can't pour the tea. You have to drain it, wash it again, refill it with fresh tea. Either you take it your drain, it's a clogged drain, your chunni, anything, any filters, it's as much, so it doesn't, nothing can process through. So for all of this to process, to build new habits, to build new lifestyle, make changes in your life, you need to clean your cobwebs. Once you've just done that, only then you can adapt to new ways. You can have a fresh start. So midlife is a time when we self-reflect. Midlife is when we feel the strongest because there is too much of clogging happening. We need to unclog all the drains. We need to clean up and build new lifestyle patterns, new habits. Yes, get started. Step 1, self-reflect. After once you have self-reflected, make small little changes, trying to understand what your trigger is. So suppose I feel, like for example, my trigger is like if someone tells me something and I get irritable. And of course, it's very vague to say that someone tells me something like There is times when, you just get triggered because like nobody should tell me anything. Why is that trigger there? Why don't you want to listen to anyone? Why don't you want to accept what is being told to you? Understand that. It's very deep. It takes a while. It can stem from anywhere. Maybe someone in some time has told you something which hurt you, which gave you pain. So if ever someone says something to you and you don't want to be told, it's that pain gets triggered. So you just back off types. You just say, everybody back off. It could be anything. Just reflect. Once you know it, as I said, the self-reflection brings this out. And then take small little steps to understand the triggers. And once you know your triggers, you become aware of the triggers. Once you're aware, automatically you stop reacting and you start responding. And once you respond, automatically things around you are much more smoother. There won't be more cobwebs coming up. When you'll react, you'll build one more cobweb. When you will respond, you'll be cleaning up the cobweb. Rather, you won't have a cobweb. It'll be easier. Speak to family, speak to friends, speak to people whom you're close to. You can discuss it with them, to the people who you believe are non-judgmental, who are there for you. Build a support system. Many times we do not share because we feel that we're going to be judged. Share it with people whom you believe will not judge you, are there for you. Suppose you found out some trigger about yourself and it's just piercing you through your heart, and you just judge your own self and you just wonder, oh my God, how do I deal with this? Share it with the one closest to you. It's fine. Build that support. It'll change your life. If nothing else, I'm always there for you. Connect with me and I'll help you through it. And the next step is start taking care of yourself. Start taking care of your well-being, your mental well-being, your physical well-being, spiritual well-being, social well-being. Refer to my existential well-being podcast to understand about all the 4 wheels of your well-being. And that will lead you to understanding deeper about yourself, understanding about how much important it is in our midlife to take care of our well-being in any of the areas of our life. Anytime you feel you need to understand more about your existential well-being, understand about how do you want to conduct yourself into self-reflection, into taking your next step, changing your habits, lifestyle changes, forming new habits, understanding and creating a path which is clear of cobwebs and a smoother road. Please do connect with me. I have a course lined up. I do personal counseling as well, wherein I can guide you through this process. I hope today's podcast would help you in taking your steps. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you for signing in and tuning in to today's podcast. Stay tuned and we shall forever be diving deeper into the various prolonged battles, struggles, pressures, thoughts of finiteness, understanding what midlife is all about and wanting to create our own midlife identity. I shall end with the beautiful saying by Victor Hugo: when grace is joined with wrinkles, it is adorable.